and fuck me! I was not expecting that to work. Hello YouTube, Zaknafein Aconite here, and today I replicated the villain's costume from Plague of the Zombies. This is definitely one of the more elusive hammer horror films I've seen. I didn't even think I'd ever see this. Amazon really doesn't seem to have my region available most of the time, but I did some deeper digging than usual, and I was able to score this copy. Gotta be honest, I'll admit there's parts of it that are underwhelming, especially the ending, but you know what? This villain is iconic, just the cover alone. You can tell he's up to no good, and they do it in such a creative, manipulative, creepy way. We'll start short and simple with his signet ring. Not sure which direction it's positioned, but this is all just some foam clay and EVA craft foam that I pieced together and reinforced with super glue. It's still not quite finished yet. I should probably still add some Liquitex over the gold parts, but I don't know. I think it fits the bill. Maybe I'll make one that's a little looser fitting in case this rips. Like, I plan on wearing this for cons, so yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that one's a little snug on me, but it should be fine enough. Now, here's the thing. I did make the mask, but it's only the front half of the mask, though, because, I mean, we only see the front for the most part, so I didn't think anybody would mind. Something I did similar with my Slipknot mask.
Next, we have Zach as Corey Taylor of Slipknot. Oh, I thought we were getting a full song.
Because, yeah, the all hope is gone, Corey. It just makes the most sense to sculpt the first half. Nobody cares about the back. Plus, I didn't want to have to bother with a massive mold again. So this is all just foil and solid paper mache. I reinforced areas on both the sides here for the strap with wood glue mache, just so it's easier to change the trap. Just so it's easier to change the strap in case I need to make repairs, because the inside is definitely yeah, there's a lot going on here. The ties, which are supposed to be connected to the rest of the mask, even though they basically just make him look like a catfish, they can also be changed out, which is why there's a knot on each one of them. And I also put a little triangle of upholstery foam with some E6000 in the forehead in case I sweat the fucker up. Because I'm going to sweat the fucker up. I wouldn't be me if I didn't. Oh, I also put the date in here because apparently I don't do that enough with my masks. At least not the fabricated pieces. And much like the mask itself, what would any hammer horror prop recreation be without a little Kensington gore, right? And if you don't know what that is, it's basically blood that looks like neon red paint. Hence that joke in the intro there. But this is the Voodoo doll. We got the broad here. She's just made of some foam clay and cedar sticks. Of course, I've got a loose Luna in the room, though, so obviously I didn't want her getting a hold of the foam, so I Liquitexed it with the matte finish stuff. But for some reason, it dried kind of glossy and clear, and it darkened to the gray, too, which initially this was gray foam clay, but I painted matte gray over it, so it should be fine. And then, of course, the coffin, which is supposed to be carved out of wood, is just, this is just cardboard with cotton mache over it. I added water to the wood glue since, yeah, this thing's stiff as fuck. So I wanted it to feel like wood, and I think this fits the bill because, honestly, yeah, I don't know how he must carve these things, man, but the villain in this movie, he, maybe makes his zombie slaves do it for him. I don't know. But mine is made of cardboard with cotton mache. God, that's durable. But yeah, I watered down the wood glue as I was making it. It just made more sense to use wood glue, like a resin almost. But I also added brown paint, which gave it a bit of a wash factor too. So I dry brushed a little white over that. And I also gave it matte finish Liquitex sealer. But you can see here, yeah, it's, maybe you can't. It looks brighter and shinier in real life than on camera. But it's a good contrast to the fake blood, so that's whatever, I guess. Only thing I haven't actually made yet would be his robes, which I guess just cheap Amazon graduation or choir boy type stuff would work. But this is just a white sheet that I'm going to be using for a future project. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what your favorite Hammer horror film is. I spent my teenhood watching a bunch of those things. Really good subgenre of horror, I think. They're classics, man. But if you like, please like. Oh, Luna. Careful, careful. But if you like, please like. Feel free to share obscure little thoughts in the comments below, as well as to share the video itself. Subscribe if you wish to see more. Don't forget to hit the bell if you do. And as always, thank you so very much for watching. And I love you all.